Hey everybody, welcome back to my vlog channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some things that have been, crossing my mind. Well, I have a bajillion things cross my mind, but what I'm going to talk to you about today is picking a name for your baby. OMG. I was recently talking to my cousin's boyfriend about this and I was like, oh my god, that is so serious, I'm a lot of girls, maybe I'm just saying that to make myself feel better, but it's like you always think of like your wedding, what you're going to be in life, and then you think about what you're going to name your kids. It's like in high school, it's like, oh my god, I already got my baby names. I'm going to name my baby Joe, something, whatever name you come up with, you write it all the time. If you have a boyfriend, you write it with the boyfriend's last name, maybe, I don't know, I'm just saying, or you just do little silly things like that. But now that we're like really talking about having a kid, it's like, oh my god, there's name criteria. I want it to mean something. That's my personal thing. I definitely want it to mean something. I want it to be powerful. I want my kid to be able to get a job. I don't want anything to sound stupid. I don't want my kid to be teased for their name. I just don't want to ruin my child's life forever because I named them something so dumb and lame. And it's like I struggle with this all the time because I like hippie names. And there's a couple hippie names in my family. But it's just something I lean to. I feel like it's beautiful. Usually it's strong. It means something to me. So I don't want my kid to be teased because of what their name is. But, kids get teased for anything these days. Your name could be Joe and they call you JoJo the Schmo or JoJo the Hobo. You know what I mean? So it's just like, kids can, I'm trying not to focus on that because kids will find something to tease you about. It really doesn't matter what your name is. But it's like, I don't want my kid to be like, hate me because I named them. For a long time, I hated my name when I was a little kid. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But, I just didn't like my name. But then I grew to love it. And, so it's like, it's a hard thing. Everybody has the power to change their name, but nobody really wants to go through that, and that's like a whole process, and then getting people used to calling you by your new name. I'm going way too deep into this, but the thing is, I don't want my kids to hate me because I named them something. So it's like, go have a list of names. I did this even with my dogs, even though that's not nearly as serious, but whatever. I'll do the call test. Like, Joe, Jane, Zachary, Jablani, Jelani, Jaleel, Jakeem, Jameer, Shakalika. And it's just like, if it sounds stupid, I don't want to name my kid that. Like, if I don't sound cool saying it, like yelling it, I don't want my kid to have it. Y'all know what I'm saying. I don't want my kid to have a ghetto, lame, dinky, don't mean nothing name. We've got family names, so it's like, then, my family, a lot of us have two middle names. I do not, but, a lot of the kids in my family have two middle names, so I'm cool with two middle names. I probably will do that, but it's like, we have all these people we want to name our children after, and it's just like, oh my god, it's just so much pressure. Are we going to have enough kids to honor all the people that we want to honor by giving them another name or, naming someone after them? So it's just like, OMG, please, Lord, guide me. But then I'm like, okay, well, don't worry about it. When I have the baby, I'll go, oh, she looks like a... insert magical name. You know what I mean? So I just like, it's so much pressure because I really don't want anything to be like, even though... luckily, our families are pretty honest and they'll probably let us know that's lame. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So naming a baby, that's been one of my things that I'm always like, oh my god, I can't screw that up. It could just, I mean, it's your name. It's what people call you. It's what people know you by. Like, that is very important. I do not want to mess that up. I mean, me and Jay have a couple of names that we toss around that we like. I'm not going to release them. Unless we pick them to the, you know, whenever we have a baby and we like firm it up. That is like a big deal. Like, you do not want to name your kid something horrible and lame. So if you have any funny stories or if you have anything, tips, whatever, like always, put it in the comment section and let me know, because a sister is worried. I do not, well, oh my God. I'm probably overdoing this, right? I shouldn't be this worried about it. But like, the name is super serious. Like, I don't want my kid not to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want my kid to be skipped over because they have this weird name. Last name is, I believe it's Arabic. So like, I don't want, like, you know, to pair it with like a crazy name and then they're like, oh hell no, you know, or I don't want my kids like be on the no-fly list. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my kid to be doomed to a horrible life because I've named them something ridiculous. So yeah, so that is one of my main concerns, I guess I should say, right now, even though I'm nowhere near to naming anybody. So, but it's on my mind. It's the point of this vlog, so I can vent and, you know, let people know how I'm feeling, so you in turn can tell me how you're feeling or tell me what you've done and alleviate my fears. And maybe I will release my child's name, you know, once we find out we're actually having a baby, and then y'all can tell me like, hell no, don't do that to your baby. Probably not. If me and Jay like it, that's what it's gonna be. We're pretty smart. We're smart individuals. We're not gonna give we're not gonna give our child like some horrible, ridiculous name. But I do worry how it will be twisted in the future. So yeah, we'll see. Now, for the health insurance tip of the day. A lot of times insurance companies now or employers are asking their employees to complete an HRA, or what is otherwise known as a health risk assessment. It may be given to, described to you as a health risk assessment or biometric screening. And a lot of times they are tied to incentives. If your insurance company or your employer is asking you to do this, do it. It's a good tip, or it's a good way for you to kind of evaluate your health, especially if you're not going to the doctor annually, which you should be. But it's a great way to kind of tap into your health and kind of give off any warning signs or alerts to any early chronic conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, anything like that, asthma, diabetes, anything. This is just a great way to kind of get a head or a leg up on any future potential conditions that you may have. So what this may involve is filling out a questionnaire. It may require you to go get a physical, so you can get certain information and document it. If there are some red flags, a lot of times like a personal health nurse, if your insurance company or your employer has some sort of medical management portion to it, they may contact you and say, hey, we noticed that your blood pressure was a little high. I'm here to support you, give you some tips, let you know how to lower it and how to manage it. The nurses may contact you and offer you some support, some tips. They may be able to mail you some information on how to lower your blood pressure and things you can do. And this is usually completely free. So again, this is just another thing you can use to get control of your health care. And these nurses, a lot of times, are very qualified and are able to help you do that. So why is your employer or your insurance company or whatever asking you to do this? Here's one major thing. They're trying to lower their cost, their spending. But, they're trying to lower it on their end because they'll spend less money if you're healthier. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody. If they spend less money, they can get, by getting you healthier, that's a win for you because you're healthier. Also, another win for you is if they spend less money, you will potentially spend less money on premiums. So if you have that option, if they're asking you to do that, do it. Sometimes they will also associate an incentive with it. So you'll get $25 off of your premium every month if you do this health risk assessment and you do steps A, B, and C, which may be have a coaching call with a nurse or with a health coach or something like that. But I'm just telling you to use it just for you, so you can kind of track your health, see where you are, see how you're doing, and see what other things you can do. Like, changing your diet, working out, that kind of thing. Just taking better care of yourself, so you don't really have to use your health insurance anyway. So, go get your physical, your yearly physical, and see if you have this health risk assessment, and this can help you chart out, and actually help you have a more productive doctor's visit, so you don't have to keep coming back. And in turn, you will get healthier. So that is my health insurance tip of the day. The takeaway: if you have a health risk assessment or biometric screening they want you to do it, and get control of your health, and keep it in the good status. So talk to you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Mwah. Bye.